Welcome back to another fun-filled show. I'm your host. He is Blanchard, aka Free Blanche, aka Blanchard Adamas, aka Blanchy Kruger. And today I'll be going live with Adonis 72. We tried this a week ago and we're unsuccessful, but now we are back in business and ready to go. So without further ado, I want to bring up Adonis. I've been rocking with him for probably at least maybe I don't know 5 years at least. I can think of. He has great content, family man, honorable man, and he's a man that got out of the Blatrix. He took the red pill and got out the Blatrix. So I want to bring him up, and I think y'all going to enjoy today's show. What's up, Adon? What's going
Good
on?
day. Good day. Wonderful. I'm doing wonderful.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Hello, everybody. Appreciate you, Blanche, for having me on. Let's try this again. You got everything, seemed like everything right this time.
Yeah. Folks are gonna be coming in as we're getting started. I see folks coming in now. Um, but Adonis, tell us about yourself and then about your journey to where you are today, as far as your where your mentality is. I mean, you started off a
Yeah.
certain way and then you ended up where you are today. So, give us a
Yeah.
little backstory.
Yeah. Backstory, I'm from Florida, born in Florida. Um, you know, just like a majority of us lived in the projects growing up. So I was already born with the programming. Um, you know, always I was just a regular guy, just like everyone else that have my type of hair. You know, thought that the way in life was always everybody owed us something. So that's how I grew up. Everybody owed me something. Didn't have a father in the house. I had a father, of course, because can't be born without one. So you know, I always thought everybody owed me something. Um, I actually grew up with you know two I had my father that I came from, and then I was blessed with a man that my mother was dealing with, which I looked at. He was my father down here, but my real father was up in Georgia, but my other father was down here in Tampa. So, you know, that's the benefit that I had growing up. I wasn't completely fatherless. So I had a good example of what a man should be doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like some guys just don't have that example. They grew up in a house with just a woman, and things go crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up in a projects life for my first 13 years. Then we moved out of that. We moved in the suburbs. You know, still had the bliggity mindset. Growing up, doing everything that I seen on TV, thought that was the right thing to do. So you know what I'm saying? Made money however I needed to make money. Got me a job, and ever since then, I've been like doing my best to work and not be out in the streets. But what changed my ways from being a bliggity mindset was probably, I'd say probably one time I got locked up. Like the last time I got locked up is really what changed me. And then I had, what I'm saying, my son. And I was like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want my son growing up looking or trying to figure out who the heck I am or why I wasn't never there for him or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what changed my life. I mean, my way of thinking. Then I went to school, got a understanding of how to install solar panels. Ever since I got that certificate of solar panels, then I just went ahead and started me a business from there. And that jump was hard starting that business, but because you always had that lazy part of you that stuff start getting a little tough to be like, oh, woe is me. It's hard out here for a black man. You know what I'm saying? So, but my dad, Danny Majors, he used to be like, he one of them dudes that was like, in our neighborhood, he was Debo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, he come around, everybody like they didn't tuck their chain, but they respected them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like everybody tucked their chain when Debo came around, but when mine came
Mhm.
around, everybody stood at attention. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time these dudes older than me they tried to rob me and stuff. And then when he found out about it, he went around and got all of them, straightening all of them. I got everything back from all of them. You know what I'm saying?
What's
So
up?
yeah, that was what was up. I didn't realize what type of dude he was until that day. I always knew he was a bad man, but I was like, dang, he got everything back for me. And them dudes, they showed me respect because they ain't know he was my daddy. They showed me respect ever since that day. That I was like, wow. So
Yeah.
yeah. So but besides that, like I said, I started me a business. I still got my business going. It ain't doing as good right now as it should be, but I'm working now. So like, whether the business do good or don't, I still got the 9 to 5. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
And I'm gonna say this too, because you mentioned something. You mentioned, and I talk about this adversity, life adversity looking like racism. So when black people go through stuff that is normal to go through in life, instead of it just being a life adversity to overcome, they attach racism to it, which really doesn't fix the problem. And you mentioned that it's hard starting a business, but you realize that it's a part of the game. You have to crawl before you walk. You're gonna have more, probably you're gonna fail a lot than you're gonna succeed. I listened to one guy talking,
yeah,
he said you're gonna fail, fail, fail. And then one day it's gonna be like everything changes. And so
yeah,
if you don't give up, that's how life works. Like life is trying to test us to see if we really deserve it, we really worthy. And so if we don't give up, then God got a blessing for us.
yeah. You're not lying. You're not lying about that. It does happen just in that same way. It's like anybody out there watching this might have seen the meme. One of the memes where they have like it's two guys and they digging for diamonds, and then the one guy, they both are like this close. They digging for diamonds and they like this close, and then
Mhm.
the one guy give up, but then other guy's like, man, forget it. I know it's hard, but I'm gonna keep on going, and he ended up getting the gold. And that's usually how it be. Once it starts getting a little hard for you, that means you're actually right there. You just have to keep on going. That means you
Yeah.
got like 1, 2 weeks, maybe 3 more months of this, and then everything gonna change for you. But like I was saying, I did the solar thing. That kind of changed my life too, because I got a shout out to you know what I'm saying? I got to give a shout out to Jared Burnett. Um, Me and my wife called when we talk about people. Everybody say white and black. When me and my people talk about straight haired people, we call them Cajun. So when he was a Cajun dude that I worked for. When I jumped out of solar school, I went to like 3 different solar places. But this one guy, when I got with him, he seen something in me that I didn't even see in myself. So he knew for a fact that I know I'm a worker. I'm not like I'm not gonna work for nothing, but when it's time to work, I know when I get to work, it's time to work. It ain't no playtime. It's time to work. Get the job done. Let's get it done so we all go home safe. So he seen this in me, and I was still with a obligated mindset, coming to work late every day, still trying to drink, hang out all night, you know what I'm saying, smoking weed and stuff. But working with this dude, he showed me different stuff. He used to talk to me. And he, you know what I'm saying, he helped me realize that it's not a black and white thing. It's a people that think that they're a victim, and then it's people that realize that you're not a victim. It's
Right.
just that it's a programming that has been placed upon our brains for ever since birth. It's a program that's been placed upon us, and we're so locked up in this prison, this invisible prison that we're in our mental, that we don't understand it. And it's a lot of people that don't understand it. It's only a few of us like me, you, you know what I'm saying, Imagine No Colors, people like that, maybe Prudence, you know what I'm saying, people like that wake up out of it. God blesses you once you pray to him and he sees that you really want this. And he blesses you to take that veil off your eyes. 2020 really took the veil off a lot of people's eyes,
Right.
I believe. And it's going to be some more of it come out people's eyes this year because there's a lot of stuff happening. But
Yeah.
not to take the long, not to be too long, but like I said, with this guy, he blessed me. like I said, I used to be to work late every day. And when I tell you, I'm not lying, I used to be to work late by every day. But the thing that saved me was that he seen that I would get to work late, but I would also stay late and I would also work. Everybody that came in, they didn't want to work. They just wanted to check. So that's what blessed me, that there was a bunch of lazy people coming.
You really stood out.
Huh?
I said, so you really stood out.
Yeah, because he just so happened to have hire lazy people. And that was God blessing me. I started looking at it like God blessing me, and I'm not even seeing it. You know what I'm saying? So I started paying attention, started taking understanding the stuff he was showing me. You know what I'm saying? I still hold on to some of that stuff today. Like, I've been blessed. I've been blessed, man. I've been blessed just through that job and just through me growing up with having two different fathers. And you know what I'm saying? With God blessing me to understand that I'm not a victim. Like, is none of us are victims. We're only victims. You're only a victim if you want to. Now, if you're in 2026 claiming you're a victim, it's because you want to be one. It's not because you is. Because none of us right now alive, I don't think, it might be probably 10 people alive right now that can actually say what slavery was like. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The rest of y'all don't know what it's like. Y'all just going off of stories. And this is the last thing I'm going to say about that part. I truly believe in my mind that when it comes to that slavery story, some of that stuff happened, but how I'm saying it. So it's like probably 1 or 2 or 3 of them stories happened, but they turned that 1, 2, or 3 stories into 4,000.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because there's always a movie coming out every year. It's always some type of documentary. It's always something, and they turn that one occasion into many, many more. And that's why it's so many people that still have that mindset of being a victim. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, but
I mean, if you think about it, if you think about the whole Black history in itself, and I ask people this, what has been the positive benefits of Black history? So since Black people know history, and if you think about it, we got a whole month of history. We have movies, like you said, constantly movies. We have books. We have social media now. There is a constant barrage of Black history. So there's no Black person on this earth that should not know what Black, quote unquote, Black history is. So how is it that Black people are learning more of their history, but their outcomes are worse?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying I personally, I don't call it Black history. I call it Black hypnosis. That month of February, that's what they do. They hypnotize you. I put it on YouTube, I think yesterday, but I did a clip from you, and then I added my words to it. But what I say in that is that the way that I believe they keep people with our hair textures mentally freaking effed, you know what I'm saying, hypnotized throughout the year is that it starts off with MLK. That's part of the hypnosis, the MLK Day. Because they think about it. They started off with MLK. You have the parades. You have all these parades that happen, all of them on MLK. Then you had the parties the same night.
Yeah.
That weekend, they had all these parties. So that holds you over because you're still thinking about the parties and MLK and whatever else they said about him for the next 15 days. After them 15 days come, then they start drilling in your head as a child or a teenager. They drill in your head with the Black history or the Black hypnosis. And for 28 days, you get it beat down in your head. This beat down in your head. Now they got to come in with commercials. And they might not have you, they might not beat you down with it you have to sit in class as an adult with thinking about Black history, but because you went through it as a young adult, you know what I'm saying, a young kid, nowadays all they have to do is show a couple pictures. Because remember, a picture worth 1,000 words. So what's a freaking video worth?
I mean, think about it. You're right. A picture worth 1,000 words and a video is worth 1 billion.
Yeah. So all they got to do is show.
If I can play it over and over again, if I can keep playing it with 1 billion.
Yeah. So that's part of how they do the hypnosis with, you know what I'm saying, a lot of our people. That's what my understanding of that is. And then there's more, I say more, but I'm not going to say all the rest of it. You just go watch the video. Anybody?
Yeah, I mean, I agree that even in the month of February, you got to think about February being Black History Month, you got Valentine's Day, you got Super Bowl, you got All-Star Weekend, you have all of these things going on in Black History Month. And really, it's all to me a big hypnosis because it's done to excite your emotion. It's done to get you emotional. And so, to me, you're celebrating on one hand, and then you're upset on the other hand. It's like you're celebrating. You go through a high of sports, entertainment, love, all this stuff, and then on the other hand, you're getting beat down with history.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So it's kind of like emotional imbalance where you on this. And so what it really does is this kind of emotional imbalance. It bonds you to the. It bonds you to both. It bonds you to the media stuff with the sports, entertainment, and it bonds you to the bliggity history, or you call it Black hypnosis. And so I always say there's no such thing as Black history. It's all just propaganda because real Black history, truth be told, wouldn't even, how can I say this? If people just told history like it was, nobody would be excited or anything. He's like, okay, he did this, she did this. Okay, we are, like you keep moving. But when they separate it and make it like it's Black history as if it's a whole separate history going, I don't know, it's just foolishness.
Yeah, exactly. And
hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I love Dom said everything that happened in 2020 will be perceived in a certain way based on who told it and how it will be told. I'm glad she said that. You think about it, think about us living through 2020, but what are the history books going to say about it? Like in 20 years, think about it. We're living in this time now. We're going to be saying in 20 years, that didn't happen. That's a lie. We're going to seem crazy. We're going to be like, they was people losing their jobs. People like, we're going to have a whole different story of what happened in 2020, but the history going to show it wasn't that bad. People lives were saved. You know, the vaccine came to save you. You know, just you know how they replay history. And I try to tell people the fact that you know in real time they're going to alter 2020's history should let you know that they altered all the history. Like Alex Haley said, he said the majority of history is fake. Alex Haley said that the majority of history is fake.
I believe it. Because like I said, like think about it. Reason I believe majority of history is fake because being Black in history only goes back 400 years or 500 years.
Right.
I said this in one of my Facebook posts. Like, is because I was looking at these books and I was reading some book and then I'm looking at the title of the book and then it said Black history. And it tells you when you start looking at the history, it only goes back to 500 years ago. And that's where it stops at. Every time you hear something about Black history, it doesn't go past the 1400s. Before the 1400s, there was no, you know what I'm saying? Supposedly there was no Black people.
Right.
Supposedly. But then on the other hand, some people say supposedly there was no white people either. But I'm just like, you get what I'm saying? History for Black people started 400-500 years ago. Anything before that, y'all was supposedly non-existent. So that's what made me realize that it was a lie.
Right. And again, I talk about what being Black is, and nobody can define it. You ask somebody what Black is, you get 1,000 different answers. Like nobody can define what being Black is, but yet they want to hold on to it so dearly.
Right. It's like you said, it means to be controlled. It means to be controlled. And oh my God, it's just so crazy. That junk is so crazy. Cause like I was telling you on the phone, I just now start thinking about it. How sometimes I be on TikTok, but for some reason I don't never post the videos. But I'll go on TikTok and excuse me. I start talking to people, and when I talk to them, and then I finally say I'm not Black, when they see my profile picture, for some reason, all of them always pull your face up. Let me see your face. So I guess they think that I'm a white person saying I'm not Black, but then as soon as they see my face, they start like, I don't know, foaming out the mouth and talking about I'm crazy or this, that, and the other. And then when I try to explain to them why I say I'm not Black, they can't they can't understand just because of my appearance. They can't understand why I say that. So they don't even give me an opportunity to explain it. You get what I'm saying? Like I try to explain it, but I only get like so many words out because I try to tell them that black is a color, you know, like this is a color. I'm not, if you look at me, I'm not the same. You see, I'm not the same as this. The only thing black on me, which everybody know, is the hair on my face and my shirt. That's really black. I'm not black. I can't be black. And then I also understand that in what is it? The Black Laws Dictionary, when you look up the word black, that means you're dead. And this is why black people, y'all don't get reparations, because you're actually dead to them in their system. That's why black people never get reparations. It's not because of a racism thing, it's because of a wordplay. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's crazy because when I ask black people, I say, what color is your skin? They say brown. I said, then why are they calling you black? I never get an answer. And,
right.
like Neek said, hold on, Brandon Smith said, I put that in my IG stories. Why can you question the Bible but not slavery or the Holocaust? I'm gonna just say this to respond to his question. To me, I don't believe any history. I believe that most history has been sensationalized or just lied about. I believe if we really look back at history, nobody would be offended. To me, honestly, the reason why history is all propaganda, because if history was just what it actually was, nobody would care. We only care because they've placed so many different scenarios in history to make us care and lean to one side or the other. But honestly, I don't really believe any of it. I believe that what we see today is what was going on back then. People are people. Ain't nothing new under the sun. So the same propaganda we have today, the same lies, the same manipulation, the same all of this stuff, they had it back then too. So I think we should question everything, in my opinion, because to me, if we actually really look at history, what they say really don't make any sense. Slavery don't make any sense. Holocaust don't make any sense. None of this stuff makes sense if you actually sit down and look the logistics of it. Like logistically, how can they do all this stuff? It don't make any sense. But they've already wrapped so much propaganda and programming around each story to where you can't even, if you dare, and Brandon is right. The only thing you can actually question and criticize is the Bible. For some reason, the Bible's not off limits. Everything is off limits except the Bible. You can dissect the Bible. You can say this is wrong, this is false, homophobic. You can say all of this stuff, but everything else is off limits.
Right. It sure enough is. That's crazy that it is. You can't even say that you think the earth is not a ball without somebody telling you that you're an idiot. But I'd be like, well, how do you know that it's a basketball? How do you know it's not flat? Well, we have papers and stuff. I'm saying, so you're taking the words of somebody else and not from your own. But I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole because I could talk about that a lot. I love talking about that.
Neek said that they get mad because when you say you're black, they think you mean you white. And she's right, because the problem is the programming is so deep that once you say, like when I say I'm not black, their brain automatically defaults to, oh, he's saying he's white. But I would tell somebody white, you ain't white either though.
They're not.
I would tell a white person the same thing. Like you're not white either. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just a black thing. They've given you a color for a reason. They're telling you that you're this for a reason. Why if your skin is not white or black, they've classified you all as white or black. And think about it. Racism only exists between black and white. Think about it. It only exists between nobody else. When it comes to racism, type of racism right now, what's going to pop up? Black and white people do. So that lets you know it's a setup in itself. There's only racism between two people, black and white. So it's all a setup.
Right. And then I even get that I'm acting white because when I be wearing hats like this.
Yeah.
Like they won't be understanding that. And that's one thing that I realized too about racism. Like that woke me up. My bad. When I was telling you about what woke me up, another thing that woke me up was when I started realizing that why is it that I live in this country, I grew up in this country, but the media is telling me to hate this country, which made no sense to me. After a while, I kept looking at that. Like they keep telling me I'm supposed to hate this country. I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying, dislike white people. I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying, be black and proud. But I grew up in the country. I can't go nowhere. If I go to jail, they're gonna let me out right back in the same country. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes when I used to fill out applications, when that woke me up, I used to fill out applications. What I would write down on there, I wouldn't put down black. Oh, and there's something else that kind of messes people up. So I wouldn't never check black. I always did that other box, and I'll write American in there. And people trip out about that for some reason. I don't know, is it you get some kind of points for hiring so many black people, whatever, but people would trip out by people, even people on TikTok trip out on me about that when I tell them that part. They be like, what do you check off when you fill out a job application? I tell them, for real, I don't check black or white. I put other and I put American, because that's what I am.
Other, you know.
Yeah.
Even, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm gonna just say this, right? I think at this stage in the game, you should be able to see what's going on. You should be able to see that by now. You should know that you being black, you're being played, because everything. Right. Think about it. If they really cared about you all, they wouldn't market you all. Think about it. Think about Kamala Harris's campaign. Think about her campaign. That's how they feel about you. Just think about her campaign. That's how they feel about you. They don't feel you're not intelligent. You're overly sexual. You love it. You love indulging in vices. Just think about her campaign, what she was doing. Just think about it. And so again, if the Democrats really cared about you all, they wouldn't market to you all this way. They really wouldn't. And what's funny is black people vote 90-some% Democrat, but then get mad and blame Republicans. I'm like, how are y'all getting mad at Republicans when y'all literally voted almost exclusively for Democrats, and then when they lose or win, you get mad at Republicans? That don't make any sense. I said, if you don't vote for me, what do I owe you? And this is the problem with black people. Black people think that they're owed something because of slavery. And I'm like you said, y'all have never experienced slavery. You never experienced. Matter of fact, I don't even accept it, because I'm thinking to myself right now. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I don't even associate with it, because I don't even want to even conjure up any kind of any ties with it. I don't, because I don't even want to associate with it. I'm not gonna ever say I'm a slave. None of that. It don't resonate with my spirit. I don't. I'm free. I'm a child of God. I'm made in God's image. I walk in the footsteps of Christ. So I can't go from that to say we shall overcome, getting hit with that whip in my back. I can't do it. I can't do it. It don't even matter of fact, I remember I used to watch slavery movies, and I used to be in my head like, ain't no way. I would be like, ain't no, now granted, it probably would have been a way, I'm saying, but in my mind, I'm thinking, ain't no way.
Man, you better than me, because I could never watch none of them movies. I couldn't never watch none of them. I tried to watch The Color Purple. I could never get through it. I tried watching what is it? That 12 Years a Slave. I couldn't. I think I got to the credits of the beginning credits, and I was like, I just watch it.
Listen, that movie right there.
Yeah.
That movie right there. When I tell you, if you want to experience some slavery porn, some oppression porn, some victim porn, 12 Years a Slave is like a literal. It's victim oppression, slavery pornography. Like, that movie is horrible. I mean, that movie is horrible, though. I mean,
I'm glad I never watched it. I never watched it. The only slavery movies I've ever watched was the Django. I believe that's the only slavery movie I ever watched.
Did you like Django?
And I did like it. I love that movie.
You know what's funny though, Adonis?
Huh?
Django wasn't a slavery movie though; it was a Western.
Oh,
that's why you liked it. It wasn't a slavery; it was a Western.
So that's why, yeah. That's the only thing that I did like that movie. Yeah. But I've never watched any slavery movies, man. I never, because like I said, the only one that I probably got halfway through was The Color Purple. And to me, that probably wasn't a slavery movie, but to me that was. It just seemed weird to me. I remember one time I got in a fight with my sister-in-law over that movie, because I was watching this when I was young. I was watching The Matrix, and Long story short, I'm watching The Matrix. I made breakfast for everybody in the house. We young. We like in our 20s. And I get up to make me some more food, and she tell me that I can't watch The Matrix when I'm halfway through this movie. Like, I'm halfway through the first Matrix. And I love that movie. Like, I watch that over and over and over and over again. But I'm halfway through it, and she tell me, no, I got to turn it off because The Color Purple coming on. Man, you know, we went crazy between me and her. We went crazy in that house. I didn't put my hands on her, but I was about to.
Yeah.
I was about to put my hands on that lady that morning, but I didn't.
Why didn't she want to watch it?
The Color Purple?
No, The Matrix.
Why she didn't want to watch it?
Yeah.
I don't know, because The Color Purple is something that I guess she grew up watching. So she wanted to watch The Color Purple. There's only one TV in the house. And you know what I'm saying? We was in our 20s. Me and my wife had just met. She went to church that morning and left me it was me and her sister and my cousin. Him and her sister was in the other room, and I was just out there and I made breakfast for everybody. But she liked The Color Purple. And I was like, no, I'm not finna sit here and watch it. That always been a slavery movie to me. I'm like, no, I'm not watching no damn slavery movie. Like, I never grew up liking I'll always leave the room. When something like that come on, I always left the room, even to this day, for some reason. I can't stand watching stuff like that. It's weird. It gives me like a weird vibe inside. I feel a weird vibe inside when they stuff comes on.
Yeah, because you know those films, you know, they make them. I remember they were talking about even making, I want to say Django and 12 Years a Slave, and they were talking about they would be on set singing Negro spirituals, and I'm like, it's just like it's like all kind of spell casting on them sets, dog, to get them folks in character, to get them in the mood. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that people don't know about. Like a lot of, you know, like I said, Negro spirituals and, you know, saying things and prayers and just all kind of crazy stuff going on to get them people in the actual mind frame and spirit of actually being a slave.
Right. That's crazy.
I got a clip.
Okay.
I got a clip. Let me tell me what you think.
People don't want freedom. We want comfortability.
Come on now.
If the white man tomorrow in Dallas said, we leaving Dallas to the blacks, all white people are leaving, you not blaming us for nothing else, we out. The city's yours. Do you know what would happen in 24 hours?
Anarchy.
Black people would go and get the white people and bring them back. That's how much we love white folks. And that's how much we disrespect them. No, I'm serious. We would go get them and bring them back. We don't want to live nowhere without white folks. We need to understand it. Because see, here's the thing. If the white man leaves, now you're responsible for black boys. You're responsible for the education. All them sisters who getting welfare checks and free housing, you got to fill that void now. Do black men really want responsibility for our women the way we claim? Because you hear black men saying, you know, the welfare reduced the black woman's respect for the black man. Okay, there's a little bit of truth to that. So if the white man cuts every black woman and child off welfare in Texas, are black men going to step up and make the necessary sacrifices to take over where the white man took out? Y'all know damn well most black men are not voting for that responsibility. We still live under the protection of the white man's power structure.
Yeah, and I agree with him. I agree with him for the simple fact that reason I agree with him is because just me growing up and me at my age now communicating with our people, trying to get them to understand that if we come together, we can build like a compound and things. Nobody wants to do it because I've tried that before, and it's like I'm doing more work than the next man. You get what I'm saying? Like the difference between not all blacks, but the difference between a lot of blacks and white people or Caucasian people is that Caucasian people do stuff and keep going regardless of how many times they fail.
Yeah.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to try to cut a tree down. They're going to start off with a knife. It's not working with a knife. Let me build a bigger knife. This knife not working. Let me try to put some little cuts in his knife, turning into a saw. This working, but it's taking too long. Okay, let me go ahead and make these cuts in it, but let me make the metal a little bit thicker so I can maybe swing it like an axe. This not working. Well, next thing they know, it's working, but it's taking too long. Let me go ahead. The last thing they're going to say is, well, since the cuts in the blade work, let me put a motor on it and see how fast it go around. And next thing you know, I build the chainsaw. Oh, this is how you cut a tree down. You get what I'm saying? Majority of black people going to stop at probably the second knife. You get
Second
knife. Yeah.
First knife.
Yeah, they're going to stop at one of the two and then try to blame somebody, or not even blame nobody, but just be like, it's not meant for me. Oh, this God didn't mean it for me to do this. You get what I'm saying? Like, and this
is what I talk about, that black people have been convinced that regular life adversity is racism. So the things that, because think about it, I listen to a lot of successful people, like, you know, what they talk about, how they came up.
Yeah,
they all pretty much have the same story, that it was hard. So I'm like, wait a minute, all these people talking about how they made it, they all had a hard time doing it. So why is there black folks feel like their road's supposed to be easy? Well, I'll tell you, because the programming tells you that because you're black, that you've done something. It's almost like if you're black and alive, that means you've overcome slavery, oppression, Jim Crow, segregation. You overcame it all. So you already deserve everything good in life. And so, but again, I go back to, they've convinced black people that life adversity, regular life adversity, is racism. And so now, where a white person had an excuse. If a white person don't make this shelter, they're gonna die from the elements. So they don't have the excuse. Black folks have the luxury of being in America, where they fail, there's a system in place so they don't fall too hard. So think about it. Like Umar just said, black women can lose a job or whatever, but the government's gonna come in and take care of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess what I'm really saying is that black people are not, I guess what you're saying too, they're not really resilient, meaning that when life really hits them, they fold. They fold. Because you got to think, at this point stage in the game, there should have been 100 Black Wall Streets. It should have been 100, easily 100.
I agree with you on that, because like I said, it's 90, I believe it's just like 90 or 89% that don't want to continue past go. Because even with me and my wife, like back in, I think 20, I made my mind up in like 2008 that I didn't want no more help from the government. When I tell you that blowed her mind. She's like, no, this, like, I remember one time I asked her to marry me, because I had to ask her like twice. I'm glad I asked her twice, truthfully. My wife used to be a bliggity mindset too. She used to be a Wonder Wig, a Wonder Woman with the wig. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she don't wear the wigs and stuff no more. I got her out of that. But like I said, I had to ask her to marry me twice. And the first time she said no, because we was on Section 8 and she didn't want to lose no government benefits. But I was like, F them government. That pissed me off when she said that. So like, I thought about it for like a year, and then I was like, you know what? I don't want to be on this stuff no more. Like, if that's gonna mentally cripple not only her, think about how many other women out there are like that. Like, they don't want to let go. They don't get with the man that God sent to them, because they don't want to let go of these benefits that the government gave them. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing that I just stuck there and I said, you know what, I'm still going to stay and I'm going to try this again and ask her to marry me again. But if that would have pissed me off, me and her wouldn't have been together today. Just because she wanted to keep the benefits. Now, mind you, I enjoyed the benefits when I was, you know what I'm saying, back then. I was like a Somalian. I loved to get the free food stamps and the freaking, you know what I'm saying? The welfare. I paid $4 for rent on Section 8. You get what I'm saying? All that stuff we was getting for free, the money. I was loving that stuff. But God blessed me And
Hold on,
I
that's the new term for your welfare Somalia. That's the new term.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
them and them Jews, man, they be doing it. But they booked all of them, put it on us. They say that it's us that's like that. But yeah, I was, like I said, I was benefiting from it. But God blessed me to see that it wasn't for me. I told her, no, I'm getting us off of all of this stuff.
yeah.
And I did that. We're not on none of that stuff no more. Because that used to piss me off. That would piss me off that, you know what I'm saying, I got to pay child support for my other daughter because you're getting food stamps when I could just give you the money. You get what I'm saying? Like they charge you so much money every month for child support. I'm not on that no more. Like
Yeah.
I'm completely bliggity free of all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no child support. I ain't on welfare. I ain't on Section 8. I ain't, know what I'm saying? Actually, I ain't on no kind of health care with the government. I ain't on none of that junk.
Yeah.
Everything coming from me. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes from me. Everything that go with this house right here, coming out my pockets of my time that I work. Of my
Amen.
business.
Amen.
Yeah, hallelujah to that. I thank God daily that he blessed me because I prayed to God hard. I prayed to him hard. I prayed to him a couple times. And he knew I meant what I said, and I've been doing what I've been keeping my promise. And God,
Amen.
if I'm not, please help me see it. Amen.
Amen. So I want to say this real quick. Williston is a comment from Nicodemus. Williston in Wilmington, North Carolina. It was the best school in the community after it opened, but a few decades later, after forced busing, it degraded. So Williston was the first Black accredited high school in North Carolina, and it was a great school. You know what killed it? Not the white man. The white man didn't kill it. It wasn't the KKK didn't kill it. It was desegregation that killed the school. So basically, all the kids that were going to the school, they wanted them to go to white schools. That killed it. The school had to close in 1969. Think about that. The school, the first accredited Black school in high school in North Carolina, had to close because of desegregation. So that means MLK and his ilk, as Cal like to say, his ilk, MLK and them got this high school closed. It was a Black thriving high school. Now, I tell you that the Black people in high school didn't have any books, they didn't have any shoes, they didn't have any desks, they had to go in a barn and learn. This was a great school, and the school was destroyed because of desegregation. Bless you. So we talk about,
Thank you.
so this is what I mean by history. They don't even mention this school. They're gonna tell you all the other stories about the Black schools during that time period. They're not gonna mention this school though, which will really happen to most of the Black things that we had, that Black folks had back in the day, ended because of desegregation, where basically Black people started abandoning what they had created to go sit with white people. And so, which is crazy, because when they tell the story, you would think this school got burnt down by the KKK, but it didn't.
Right. I think that's what who was it? Claude Anderson. He was saying something like that. Like that's one of the people that helped me wake up too. Listening to people like him. And I know you might not like me saying this, but listen to people like Claude Anderson, Young Pharaoh, what's the dude name? Nature Boy, all them type people.
Yeah.
Mind you, when them people, I can't take the credit away from it, because when them people first started, they had good intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as they progressed, Satan started whispering in their ear. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they went all in with Satan. But I be telling my wife this. I mean, I be telling other people this, that some of them people are just stepping stones for you to get to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yeah. And again, because it is a process that you go through baby steps. Like you listen to this person and you keep going. Yeah. So I mean, listen, I don't knock people listening to Young Pharaoh and these guys, because I understand that when you come out of the Blatrix, you gotta start where you are. You gotta start where you right there. So you gotta start with people that got a good message, that maybe look like you. I get it. Listen, I get it.
Yeah.
And then, but as you start maturing and elevating, you're gonna keep moving up. You're gonna really move past a lot of people. And then guess what? You're gonna get all the way to the top. You're gonna be with yourself. You're gonna be you and God.
Exactly. That's exactly how it went. I used to be listening to the Reza Islam. You know what I'm saying? I met him a couple times, but then like after the third time I met him, I started looking at him different. Like you just hustling people for your money, man. For the money, man.
Hustling.
It's just because I done met almost all of them dudes. 19 Keys, Derek Grace, like, and then I done actually have pictures with these dudes. And Derek, he stayed down the street from me. But he from here, from Tampa. I mean, I don't stay in Tampa no more, but he still stay down there. But you know what I'm saying? You start, huh?
What's his name? Derek what?
Derek Grace too. He used to hang with like 19 Keys and Reza Islam and Billionaire, whatever. If you look at his face, you'll see.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, I see him. Yeah. I don't know him, but yeah.
Yeah. So these people I know what I'm saying, talk to, and those type of people, like you say, use them as stepping stones. But what the bad thing about it with most people that look like us is they don't use them as stepping stones. They hear these people and they stay locked in with them like they're Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of listening to the people for a couple weeks and then going to the next one and seeing what you get. Like I told you before, how I did with religions. I went from Buddhism to I did Arab stuff. I did Islam. I did try to understand, you know what I'm saying, what's his name? Allah, with the dude that messed with the little 9-year-old girl. I went through all that stuff.
Brother Polite. Is that him? Brother Polite?
Yeah, Brother Polite. I listened to him too. But again, I started listening, but you got to listen to understand these people, not listen to respond off of them. And I started listening to him, and then like, nah, he's starting to get too much. It's starting to sound wicked what he's saying. So then I had to go to the next person. And then all these people led me straight to Jesus. All of them, because when as they kept going, as I kept listening to them, for some reason, every last one of them, all of the religions and all of these people would always deny Jesus and try to say something bad about Jesus. And I always, like I told you before, it made me wonder, like, why is it that all of them are going against this one religion? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, everybody can talk about them. Everybody can make movies and videos to mock them. But if you talk about any of their religions, off with your head. But they talk about Jesus, oh, it's okay. So that made me realize there's something not right here. Something's backwards. I'm being taught backwards. You know what I'm saying? They're teaching me how to walk backwards while they're running forward.
Most people that reject, this is what I've noticed. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most people that reject Christ have poor character. Because at a bare minimum level, you would say, let's say Christ was just a fake person, but still a morally good person though. Like so right. Like even if it was a story about a guy like that, you wouldn't really condemn it because it's a story of an honorable man. But the fact that y'all condemn Christ, that y'all don't have any character, because what are y'all condemning him for? What's the condemnation for? He didn't, like, what did he do that was wrong? Now think about it. Christ is condemned by many people because of, not because miracles, and it's because what? He sacrificed himself. Yeah. That's the biggest thing they hate, because they know they wouldn't do it.
Right.
So that automatically puts them at odds with Christ, because they're like, this guy is doing something, dying for the whole world. I wouldn't do it. So let me go ahead and condemn him. When in actuality, what are you really condemning? I mean, I'm like, it's just even if it's just a story, what are you condemning? And just like Santa Claus.
Right.
Santa Claus, but think about it. Santa Claus, he brings the kids gifts. If you've been naughty or nice, but think about it. I don't agree with it, but what is Santa Claus though? Like, it's just a story about a guy bringing presents. So the point I'm making is that these people, when I see them condemning Christ, and I don't see them have that same energy towards nothing else, there's something there. And to me, it's just a character. It's just you see a person that exemplifies character, and you know you're not going to do that. And so that's, to me, that's what I see. I just see it's a character exposing issue.
Yeah, it is. I agree with you on that, because before before I start believing in Jesus and start talking about him, I had bad character. My character was terrible, man. My character was terrible. I was one of them people that believe that you can steal out the store and it's okay because they got insurance. You get what I'm saying? Like, take from them. They got insurance. It's okay. We supposed to be able to do this stuff. And you better not say nothing to me.
Right.
Somebody walk in the room, I always had the mean mug on my face. Like, sometimes people, y'all got to ask yourself, why do you have this mean mug on your face? Because I know some of y'all like that listening and still do that to this day. Why is it that when somebody asks you a question, you always have to be like, have a negative response? And if you do, please try to correct yourself. Because I used to have to correct somebody would just ask me a simple question. And just because they white, I would have my face like, you know what I'm saying? And then
how dare you question me?
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Why is it that y'all need to start recognizing that? Because it took me a while to start recognizing that I was doing that. And it's like God put a mirror in my face so that as soon as it happens, I actually can see myself and be like, stop. You know what I'm saying? Like they say with the Michael Jordan meme, stop, get some help. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all get some help out there, because some of y'all that still do that to this day, and it's not cool. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you at all.
Right. Yeah, and stimulated student said,
there you go.
It's insecurity, and really it is. And I realized something too. If a person can get you upset, right? If they can get you upset,
right? That
is a sign of immaturity and insecurity. And I say that because what somebody says to you, if you know who you are, nothing would matter. Like, if you knew who you actually were, nobody could tell you something and make you get off your square,
right?
Pivot. So the fact that people are getting upset with people and all this stuff, it lets me know that whatever they're telling you, deep down inside, it is resonating with you. Because if it didn't, you'd brush it off. You'd be like, man, shut up. It's just like if a homeless person said, invest in this stock, you probably laugh at them and keep moving because you wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the same thing with somebody that's talking to you and trying to get you upset. It shouldn't even work because you know who you are. And that's why I talk about identity so much, because most folks don't know who they are. And they don't sit alone long enough to figure out who they are. And so when somebody says something to them, they lose it.
Yeah, they do. It's crazy. I'm glad.
When I was coming up, there was a rapper named he said my name E40, and he had a song. I got a mirror in my pocket and I practice looking hard. and the song is literally about me. Like, the song is funny, but the song is about me mugging, just me mugging for no reason. Like, just literally just me mugging. But the song is literally called I got a mirror in my pocket and I practice looking hard.
Yeah, I never heard of it, but yeah. I know who you're talking about, E40.
Yeah.
That's the Sprinkle Me Man.
Yeah. I mean, the song is a classic. It's off his Mailman album, but I mean, where I'm from, he's a big deal. Maybe not to the rest of the country, but where I'm from, he's huge.
Yeah, he wasn't that big down in Florida. He I heard of a couple of his songs, but yeah, he always talked funny to me. He did. He always talked funny to me. But I like the fact that he was able to make it, Yeah. But yeah, he just talked funny to me. All them people from California talk funny to me. I don't understand. I know you from California, but I just don't understand some of them dudes' mentality. Are they understanding like that? I never understood why you would join a gang. Like that always boggled my mind, because when I was younger, dudes tried to get me to get in the game. Like, it happened to me 2 times. The first time I thought about it, but then I think one of my cousins, like, he talked me out of it. But the second time, it was on me. I was a teenager. It was on me whether I said yes or no. And then what got me is that why would you allow 4 or 5 dudes to jump on you and beat you up just so they could say they love you later? Like, that was so weird to me, because I stood there and watched some dudes. They were like, yeah, he finna get jumped in, man. If you want to join, man, you can get jumped in next, cuz. I'm like, hell no. I think that was a liquor talking or something. I was drinking it now. I was like, nope, I'm gone. I just turned around and walked away. I'm like, nah, man, they not finna let these people jump on me. I never understood that though. Have you ever joined one? Like, did you ever try to join one when you were younger?
No, it's no. Let me tell you something like this. This is what it is. Okay, so in California, because gangs are so prevalent. So let's say I grew up in a neighborhood, right? And my neighborhood is all Bloods.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a prime example. When I was younger, I would go stay with my my grandparents on my dad's side stayed in the north area, the Heights. So if I were to stay in the Heights, they're going to ask me, "Where are you from?"
Yeah.
You know, you a kid, you're like, "Oh, I'm from the, I'm from the P. I'm from Oak."
Right.
So whether I'm in the gang or not, it don't matter. I'm from there. So then I get jumped. You see what I'm saying? Like, so what I'm trying to say is, it's almost association is so heavy to where if you're not in the gang, it don't matter. They're gonna ask you where you from. You're gonna say this. It just is what. So a lot of kids join gangs from that aspect of it. A lot of them join gangs because they got pressure into doing it. It's not just if your parent isn't active, you probably gonna end up in the gang. If your parents not like my mom was very active, so she wasn't having it, and so.
Right.
But if your parents not active, you be in the wrong side of town, just visiting family over there, and they're gonna ask you where you from. That's what they always ask you where you from.
Yeah.
And what you gonna say?
Yeah.
I'm from. But once you say the words, you feel it's gonna be a fight. So you already like. So again, that gets guys to join. I remember one time, no lie. I don't think I ever saw. I think I saw my first Crip. I think I saw my first Crip actually walking through my neighborhood, like through the big park, like walking across the big park at like one of these festivals they used to have in the big park.
Yeah.
He was walking across. He had on blue. I mean, he might even been a Crip. I don't even know. He might even been a Crip, but he had a lot of blue on. And I saw him walking, and next thing you know, they was on his head. I had never seen a person in my neighborhood that was even looking like a Crip because everybody wore red. There was no such thing as wearing all blue. That didn't even exist. So when I saw him, I was looking like, I remember he was walking. I'm talking about, he thought he was just the flyest thing moving, just walking. It seemed like the whole area had cleared out and let him walk like he was on a runway, just walking. Music was playing, people were laughing.
Oh, that's messed up.
When they got on his head, they got on his. Woo, God.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point is that in California, it's a very warped mentality. It is a very backwards mentality, but a lot of it isn't just they just joining gangs. It's a lot of pressure when you live in a certain part of town and you go somewhere. You don't see it till you go somewhere else. When you go somewhere else, you realize, wait a minute, these people don't like these people. Like you realize they don't like us over here. And guess what? In the Heights is still Bloods. My neighborhood was Bloods, but guess what? It didn't matter. Yeah. I wasn't from their neighborhood. They both supposed to be Bloods. It don't matter. Where you from? Are you from Oak? Oh. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Hey, what about
I got another video too. Go ahead.
Oh, now I'm gonna say that clip that I had sent you whenever you decide to play it.
Oh yeah, I can play it now.
Yeah, the reason I sent it to you because this is a whole nother subject now. Cause for some reason I was just like watching that movie, and I'm thinking about like how things going or how
Black people
tell me when you see it. Tell me what you see, and then I'm gonna tell you what I see.
Okay. You gonna play it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm seeing it. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that's what it's saying. The bull market is going to be a bull market, so you need to get as much money as you can while you can.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, understand the stock market as quickly as you can because we only got like 3 or 4 more years.
Y'all see that bull market on here? Oh my goodness.
I've always said this. In the beginning of time, when God in that contract, God tells Satan that he has to tell us the truth, but he doesn't say in the contract how he has to tell us the truth. But Satan has to, while he roams this earth, he has to give the people the truth. But like I said, he don't say how. So sometimes they tell us the truth in these movies and these TV shows and these cartoons because Satan, like, I can give them the truth, but they're just gonna think it's entertainment. And majority of people do. They look at it, they laugh, they kiki, and they keep on going. And then the next night they go right back into their vice and feeling like everything is okay. But weird stuff is about to go down. And it's not gonna go down. I mean, it is gonna go down like that, but it's not gonna go down like that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, well, it would. I think it would seem like it went down like that because you wasn't prepared.
yeah,
Like if you've been preparing, then it has taken some time. But if you just wake up one day and it's happening, of course it's gonna be like it just happened. But these signs have been with us at least since 2020. We can say arguably at least since 2020. We've seen a lot.
yeah. And in
that clip is from. Hold on, that clip is from. I'm gonna play it again. Just. From Leave the World Behind. It was a movie on Netflix produced by the Obamas. Oil tankers turned into shotguns.
Yeah, there's going to be a war for oil, is what I'm saying. It's going to be a war for oil. And that's what's going on with Venezuela. They're trying to take over Venezuela and Greenland.
Saw those horses?
Yeah, those are deer, I think. But
those deer?
Yeah, and the staircases. Like I said, Paul, when I see the staircases, I thought, like, it might not be nothing, but if you can actually get you a house out somewhere, man, get you a 2-story or get you a bunker. That's what the staircase is, either for a 2-story house or need to get you a bunker.
Okay, it's deer.
Yeah.
So what's up with the teeth?
I think that's just because the dude pulled his teeth out in the movie.
Okay, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, and then a lot of people are going to be traveling, like when whatever goes down, a lot of people are going to be walking in these woods and don't know nothing about what they're doing. Not knowing that.
Do you think this will fly south for the winter? What do you think the birds are doing?
The birds flying away because something strange is going on. Who knows? This cold front that's supposed to be happening over the weekend might be part of it. Because, they say it's supposed to be real cold, like real cold this week over the next week. Like something we ain't seen in a while, like what happened in Texas. Like I seen stuff just in the credits alone. Just in getting credits, it's like they're giving you signs. Cause remember, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, then this video is worth a couple billion.
Right.
And it's up to you to decipher. It's up to you to, what's the word? Dissect what they're feeding you. They're giving you the answers, but they can't just come out and tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Just like y'all remember what he just said? If a picture is worth 1,000 words, then a video is worth billions. And so you got to think about when they're showing you all, we're in an information age and they're showing us everything. Matter of fact, you ain't got to read a book no more. You can literally Google what you want to know from anything and it's going to pop up. Right. And to me, what I see is a preparation for the Antichrist. And what I'm saying this is, you think about it, people go to AI more than they go to God because they can pray to God and not get any answers, right? But if you go to AI, you get an answer immediately. So for the average person's psyche, AI is more reliable than God because I can go to AI and get an immediate answer and immediate results. I can go to God and pray and pray and pray and guess what? And fast and get nothing. So they're preparing people to already put their reliance, their faith and hope into AI. AI is going to literally be a God. It is. Like it's going to be a literal God to people in the future.
Yeah, it is. It actually is. And that's why, like I was telling you last week with the robots, like, I don't know if I asked you, did you see the new, you ever seen that Atlas robot?
Mm-mm.
Well, Atlas is by a company named Boston Dynamics. Y'all check that out. Go check out Boston Dynamics. Matter of fact, this week I'm going to put up a video about it, the evolution of Boston Dynamics. They got a robot called Atlas. And
Atlas?
Yes, I think it's ALTAS, ATLAS. I don't remember how to spell it, but the the gradual how it started from where it started to where it's at now is amazing. It's amazing. Like they got this robot to the point now where it's like they're ready to start putting these things out and they're starting to look like iRobot. They're talking about by 2028, they want to, Tesla is talking about having a robot in people's houses by 2028. I believe that's what he said. Like iRobot is really about to come true. This is why I say like Satan has to tell you the truth about things, but the way he tells it, you're only going to laugh at it and then going about your ways, going about your days and getting the vices. Yeah, that's the new one. So that's, like I said, that's the new one. This is the newest version of them. The way it used to look, man, this thing can do all kind of stuff now. Like, you know how, huh?
I'm about to play. Let me see what I'm gonna see.
Go ahead.
Let me play real quick. Just some of it.
Our newest generation of the robot.
We see Atlas as the ultimate tool. We know that it's going to be going into environments and doing tasks alongside people for a long time. And so with Atlas, we just see work changing. And we've designed Atlas to work alongside people and to drop into and out of person-centered environments so that it's a tool.
Guys, we had an exclusive opportunity to talk with Boston Dynamics about their new Atlas robot that's blowing up right now.
This is our Atlas robot, and one of the things that makes it unique is its head, which both looks different and also has all of the cameras and compute fully integrated. So this is actually a modular head with the sensors and computer on board, has 360-degree sensing, and we're the first humanoid robot to have a certifiable safety system. So we've learned from the autonomous vehicle industry about how you can really reliably detect people and hazards around the robot. And the robot has that built in because we know that to deploy this for real, you need to get the factory safety officers on board. You need to have a system that's designed for that from the beginning. So we've taken that safety very seriously from the start. And if you look at the legs, this has some passive cooling and it is also spaced out so you don't have pinch points. This is something that you could actually expect someone to use in the field with minimal training and to be a tool that they don't need a whole lab to deal with. Elbows can go all the way. The shoulders, I think, have a range of motion up about here. The legs can go almost all the way around. Likewise with the hips, and then the torso and head can both spin around completely. So you can see things even like handles that are built into the torso so that a customer in the field can move the robot easily.
Now y'all see how this robot is. Imagine trying to fight this thing. Two people trying to fight. This thing can fight two people at the same time. Because I don't know if you've seen that it will walk forward, pick something up, and without it even looking like it turned around, it turned its whole body around and went the opposite way.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then Elon's talking about he's trying to produce over 1 million robots. This company and Elon company have nothing to do with each other, right? Not yet. Because this company is kind of ahead of Elon. But who knows? Elon might come to them and want to buy this from them. You get what I'm saying? Because Elon's robots are better than this company in a way of the way that it walks and I think the computing power that it has. But this company is better than Elon's because Elon hasn't been able to do the sensors where the robot head could turn all the way around. The robot turns around, the whole body turns around within a second. Within 1 second, he can go from here to here. You get what I'm saying? That's not good.
This is crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's not good. These people, and then like you said, the Antichrist, this is part of his system because it's the only way the Antichrist to me can be on this earth is going to be through one of these. So when they're able to make this robot to skeleton form like us, they're going to be able to put a silicone bond over the robot that's going to look like that man that's talking right now. And you're not even going to know it. The only thing is that they haven't been able to get this part. This is the hardest part. The hands are the hardest part for them to get. For some reason, they cannot comprehend. They haven't figured this part out right now. And that's why
I noticed too? I noticed that even when AI is creating an image, it has a hard time creating the hands though. Even
Yeah.
when AI does it, like it has a difficult time. There's something about these 4 fingers and 1 thumb that they can't figure it out. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. And then that's why exactly they showed. Think about Terminator. What was the first thing they showed you in Terminator about the robot? This is the first thing that they showed you that changed everything. If you go back to Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger, this was the model. This was the thing that changed everything. When they learned how to do this, that changed everything. That's when all hell broke loose. That's why they had to go back in time and go to that point where he to that point when he fixed that hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the stuff I be watching and paying attention to. Like me and you were saying earlier, a person look at me and think that I'm Lil Uzi Vert all day, freaking, you know what I'm saying, Chopper City, and thinking of whoever the freak out there right now, listen to Young Boy NBA, like, and they don't even realize, man, I'm probably listening to, who knows, 9 Inch Nails. I'm listening to 9 Inch Nails and On Mushrooms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm on some other stuff, and it's a lot of us like that look like me that look like us out here. We're on some other stuff, but people don't like to listen to us, and it's cool though. That's cool. Just all y'all don't try to run my way when the things go down. Blanche, you can come my way. I'll let you in. I'll let you in.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, there's only a few people I'm gonna let in, man. But this is for real. This is how this Antichrist is gonna come through this. This is the only way you know what I'm saying? It's not, I don't think he's gonna come through a human form. I don't think so. Who knows? But when it does, I think it's gonna be through that with the silicone, because they even got the female robots that look.
Yeah.
I seen a freaking robot with, oh my God, this big ass dog. Like I was like, oh my God, they had the breast, the BBL on the robot.
The sex bots. They got them sex bots. They got them.
And
that's gonna be the number one. When them sex dolls hit mass production, that's gonna be the number one selling item. Number one.
Yeah. And that's how a lot of men are gonna become even weaker.
Yep.
And it's gonna
they're gonna be able to have unlimited. They're gonna basically have all their fantasies gonna be able to come true if they with a sex doll.
Yeah. And then there's gonna be less babies out here, because COVID already started it. Yeah. COVID already started it with less babies. They, like the one dude you had on here said, they paid a lot of people just to sterilize themselves, and people don't even realize it. I was thinking about that a couple weeks ago. Like, I still don't really see a lot of people pregnant no more. Like, I used to always see somebody pregnant. I always hear about somebody getting pregnant.
Yeah.
It was like, I seen a little baby the other day, and I was so amazed. I was like, wow, I haven't seen a little kid since my daughter was born, like, really. I mean, I know that children are being born, but not like they used to be. Like, you will always see babies,
JV Chanel said, hold on. Prudence said, their goal is transhumanism. The ultimate mockery of gods as they emerge man and machine. I mean, I believe that. I do. They're going to try to do transhumanism because they want to capture the soul. Then JV Chanel says a woman in Japan married her AI boyfriend. Nicodemus said Japanese marrying holograms a decade ago. People marrying dolls worldwide now. A guy married his car. So we're already going into the era of they're getting people prepared and ready to go to start. To me, this is the beginning stages of merging humans with technology, because you start through relationship.
Yeah.
Think about sex. Think about a sex doll. Think about a guy with a sex doll, right? And I saw this guy in prison. He made some dolls, like life-size women in prison. He made them.
Yeah.
And he said men would pay him. He was making a lot of money in prison to rent the dolls. and so I was like, that's crazy. But if you think about it,
I don't mean to laugh, but
no, I'm saying, think about what Satan has done. Satan has convinced these women to be reckless. Then the men say, okay, we're not dealing with y'all. So now what's the alternative?
Right.
The alternative is you have a whole bunch of women going after a small percentage of men. You have the rest of the men going for what? Pornography, sex
Yeah.
bots, AI, interactive. You know,
Yeah.
we saw this in Black Mirror where the two guys were fighting each other in the game and ended up having sex in the game.
I tried to watch that when it got weird to me when they kissed. I couldn't fully watch that one.
So
I tried to.
But again, that's how Satan works. I keep telling people, y'all think the devil's gonna come to y'all like Jason with a knife doing this. He ain't coming like that. He gonna do it ever so subtle, and it's gonna be ever so slight, and you're gonna be sitting there watching, eating popcorn, enjoying it, and guess what? You already hooked.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not lying. And another thing they're doing with the robot, I don't know if you heard about, I ain't gonna say heard about it, but I've been seeing it through some reason. Now that I'm old, I watch a lot of TV. I didn't watch TV when I was younger, but I watch a lot now. And the stuff I watch is like, I've been noticing that they've been pushing a lot of this, taking your conscience and putting it into like a robot, or taking your conscience out and putting it into another human.
Yeah.
They've been pushing that a lot lately. And like, I believe they're going to end up doing it. So you seen the Black Mirror, my two favorite Black Mirrors, and I'm asking you to tell me yours next. But my two favorite Black Mirrors are the one with the roaches. I don't know if you remember that one. And then the one with the black girl, the daddy was in prison, and they took his conscience out of him and put it inside the Black Museum.
Okay, I remember the Black Museum. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Roaches.
So the roaches is when, and I had something to go with this, but I can't think of it right now. The roaches is when, that's what I think it is. So like that thing, that shot that everybody got. So with the roaches, you go to the military and they give you a shot. And the shot that they give you, it changes the way you see things. You see things the way that they program you to see it. So they shoot some robots in your arm. Okay. And the people that go out in the world, in the military, they see regular human beings as roaches.
It's bugs. Okay.
Yeah.
So they would kill them.
Yeah, and they'll kill them. But these are innocent people. And what I believe is those.
What episode was that? I forgot that one.
I don't know, but it got a dark skinned dude on it, and he's like he's crawling, and he's in a room because they got him in the room and he's blind, he can't see.
Oh yeah, I seen that. He was crying in the end.
I think so. At the end of it, he was either crying. No, they what they call it, AWOL them or court-martialed them and sent them back home.
It's called Men Against Fire. I'm gonna watch that one again.
I think so.
So I watched it one time.
Yeah, and that's what I believe. That's what the start of that shot that people got in their arm. That was the start of it. And then there's one more part that I want to say. What I used to always tell my wife. Truly, I believe what that is we're living in the beginning of, like Prudence said, the man turning into machine. We're living in the beginning of the Matrix of when the humans were mixed with the machine then. Because supposedly the COVID had little robots in them.
Yeah.
And if this is true that it had the little robots in them, then it's people walking around right now with this stuff in them.
Yeah.
So in my mind, in order for it to turn out like the Matrix, where it was you were born half human and half machine, it would have to start off from people that already had the stuff in them probably 30, 40 years ago. So, you know what I'm saying? A person that has that shot now has sex with somebody and they have a baby. Now that baby has these little robots in them because one of the robots attached to that sperm.
Nanotechnology.
Yeah, one of them attached to that sperm, and now this baby's going to grow up with all these things inside of them, not knowing it because it learned how to live with the human. Then he's going to have a baby, and that next generation, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a couple generations, and then next thing you know, it's going to be people walking around with a time stamp on their arm. You know what I'm saying? Like they be showing us this stuff, but like you said, Satan's not going to come to you with a knife and a chainsaw saying, I'm going to kill you. He gonna come to you while you eating popcorn, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be slow, but it's gonna be subtle, and it's gonna happen.
Let me play this video. Let me play this video real quick because we on
Yeah.
the top. Just
5% of Americans who believe that they know somebody who was killed by a COVID vaccine. There's 25% of Americans who believe that they know somebody who was killed by a COVID vaccine.
Killed?
Killed. 25% of Americans, 52% of Americans believe that the vaccines are causing injuries, including death. 52%.
now listen, YouTube. This is just him saying what people think. This is an opinion. Every time I mention this stuff, you all flag my video. You won't monetize it. So he is stating what Americans think. This is what Americans think, YouTube. This is what Americans think.
Oh, if you look at the clinical trial studies, the actual studies that were done that were released of the Pfizer vaccine, Moderna has not released it. If you look at the Pfizer vaccine, there were 22,000 people in the placebo group, 22,000 people who got the actual vaccine. And the people who got the vaccine had a 23% higher death rate from all causes at the end of that study.
But that could not be the disease itself?
No, well,
because we know that
if it is, then the vaccine doesn't work, does it?
Well, it's early. Well, no. That's
So he bust his head with that one. He said, well, if it is, that means it don't work.
Yeah.
And Bill Maher's trying to run cover because he took it.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? He's trying to run cover. And again, what's going to really get people in the last days, in my opinion, is pride. Because folks don't want to admit they were wrong. Like, and most people cannot just admit, guess what? I was wrong. They can't do it. And so that pride going to have you chipped up, AI, transhuman. It's going, whatever they got for you, y'all going to get it because y'all got too much pride. You're going to try to prove that you were right. And guess what? Satan got a whole plan for you to prove that you was quote unquote right.
Yeah, that pride it's hard. It's hard to admit when you're wrong because I still have a hard time doing it sometimes. Because it's a feeling that you get. It's some kind of weird feeling you get inside of you when you know you did something wrong. I guess it's embarrassment that people don't want to feel. That's what it is. But oh, didn't he have a throat, like some kind of throat surgery or something?
He had something with his throat.
Hey.
Why he sound like that? Scott Adams came out before his death and stated that he thinks that it caused his cancer. Yeah, and again, you know, people that I know took it, they said 2 to 5 years. Is what I was told. And my family members have been passing away within this 2 to 5 year mark. So 2 years, we go from 2021. So that means 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. So I've seen family members literally dropping like flies. I'm talking about back to back to back. I'm like, this is crazy. And they all got it.
Yeah.
And they all got it.
Did I ask you this already? Have you seen not Ready to Die? Died Suddenly? Have you seen Died Suddenly?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I seen it.
Oh, any of y'all out there that haven't seen it, I recommend you watch it. Died Suddenly is on Rumble. Go to rumble.com, Stu Peterson, and go check it out. That explains what's going on and why he's talking about people 3 to 5 years. Because with that being said, what I believe is going to happen is that within them 3 to 5 years, it's going to be a lot of people drop off, but it's going to be that 1% of people that their immune system and their body was a good hostess for that disease. I mean, that
the nanotechnology.
Yeah, it was a good hostess for it. So they're going to survive and live, and it has learned and it's trained itself inside the body to go ahead and, instead of closing the vein off so the person doesn't die, wrap myself around the vein so the blood can flow through.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And those are going to be the people that I don't know what's going to happen. Either sometimes I say it's going to be a button push and the swarm going to come like in the Matrix. That last Matrix when that swarm, everybody woke up and just started jumping out the buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to either be something like that or a zombie apocalypse. I keep on thinking about that because I just finished watching. I didn't finish watching it yet, but I'm watching something called Black Summer. It's a zombie film.
Excellent. You know, it's a TV show.
TV show, yeah. I'm watching that right now.
Listen, they stopped. Listen, they stopped. They did 2 seasons. That was it. That was an excellent show. Excellent.
Oh, really? It seemed like it. I'm only on like episode 4.
Man, that show was so good. Listen,
I'm hooked.
They was done 2 seasons. I was so mad. I was like, why y'all stop? It was too real, dog. Listen, dog. It's too real. It
is because you know what since I've been watching it. One thing reason I like watching real stuff because it makes me think of different scenarios. But this one has blessed me to see that it showed me that in them times when them end times come, you're truly not gonna be able to trust too many people.
No.
Like you're not. I've never thought of that until I started watching this one. What got me is when the man got in the car, when the lady was like, I shouldn't let you in, and he stepped, oh, are you Christian? Well, if you let me in the car, this, that, and the other. And then when he got in the car, he told her he finna do something to her if she don't get out the car. And I'm like, and then the little children, why are you chasing a child in the school that's empty? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I would have been left. But that's just showing me, like, you're not going to really be able to trust too many people, man.
Listen, y'all, it's called Black Summer, and it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on that now.
It's excellent. I'm telling you, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that Chinese.
But even now, though, we talk about The Walking Dead, but most people, if you talk to them long enough, they're already gone. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. They're already gone. It ain't gotta be nothing deep. Most people, because time reveals all.
True.
And so what all devil has to do is be patient. This is why the Bible says patience is a virtue, because when you're not patient, you're going to deal with Satan, because Satan deals with the impatient. So think about it. It's 2026. Most folks went back to sleep. They out of sight, out of mind. They forgot. I want to have fun. I want to live my best life. I want to go on vacation. This is people's minds quickly reverted back to still being asleep. I don't care if I make $100 million. I'm gonna have a bunker. Listen, I'm not gonna never get rid of this mind I got as far as survival and being ready to go. Because at any minute you gotta be ready to go. I'm not gonna never get rid of this mind ever. So if I meet a young lady, I'm gonna tell her, listen, I'm telling you right now, when the apocalypse come, I plan on surviving. So I'm telling you now, I ain't in all that foolishness. So if you want to be foolish, you want to go party and have fun, be my guest. I'm telling you now, you need to be in the gym, getting in shape. I'm not carrying you. We know how to grow food, plant, hunt, all this stuff.
Yeah, that not carrying, man. I don't know which one of these things I did something on, but I was talking about this big lady, because this big lady was talking about how she don't care about what nobody think. I'm over here eating. I look good for my big self. But the story that I told that night was that women that have our type of hair, y'all know a lot of y'all are big out there. Y'all do need to go to the gym. Y'all do need to do more walking and exercise, because this is what happened. I was thinking about it. What's going to happen is something's going to happen, and say it's going to be a man and a woman in the house, and the woman's big, the man's not, and he got the children. Flood happened. He know that there's a freaking big boat. One of his neighbors got a big boat half a mile down the street. He knows 10 minutes from now, the flood's going to hit his area. He's going to tell his wife and children, come on, run, let's go get on this man boat with him. They're going to be running. The water's going to be coming. The man and the children will be gone. Choom. The man and the children are this hand. And this is going to be her coming. What's going to happen is he going to get the babies on the boat. And he going to turn around and see her. And he be like, damn, I can't leave my baby. I love her too much. He going to turn around and get her. And roll her ass up there or whatever. And what's going to happen, the sad part is, he's going to get her on the boat. Then the flood is going to hit and he's going to die.
Yep.
So what I'm saying that to y'all women out there is, don't be that woman that kills your husband because you decided that you didn't want to go to the gym because you get what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with going. Even the parks, you ain't got to go to the gym. Some of y'all parks in y'all neighborhoods have workout stuff on them. Like, for real. I was thinking, the reason I thought about that because I was listening to what you did the other day with that lady. I like her content.
Yeah, no, she's good. Taylor Chandler, she's good.
Yeah, I like her content.
He just painted you all the worst case scenario.
Yeah, because that's really what it'll be like.
Oh my goodness.
And that would be sad because that's what it'll be like. And then what's going to happen is the woman's just going to be at the mercy of whoever decides that, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the worst case scenario. You get on that boat, y'all get away or whatever, and the neighbor's an asshole. Now he wants to kill her because he wants to do something with the children. And nothing she can do about it because she's so big. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the worst case scenario. And hopefully that clicks into at least one of y'all women's minds out there. Like, going to the gym is necessary. You don't have to look like a man to go to the gym. It's called strength training.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Listen,
What's the other lady name? Ebony something.
which
I
one?
like her content too. I can't remember her name. She be snapping on them women though. She be snapping on them. Tony, her name Tony something.
I don't know.
I can't remember her name, but she be snapping. But she be saying some true stuff. Hold on.
Listen.
Huh?
I mean, bottom line. These
Oh,
women.
Hold on, here she go. Cause I'm like, I bet if I go to my search, she gonna be on here. This her name. This her right here.
Oh yeah, I like her. I follow her. She go in.
But she's telling y'all women the truth.
She used to be big though.
And she used to be big, so she's telling you the truth from her experience. Like, it's gonna be sad because something is gonna happen. Like, something real is gonna happen soon.
Hey, put it back up on the screen for a second. Look how good this woman looks. Think about this, y'all. Think about this. Look how much better she looks in shape. Like, look at how much better she looks in shape. Like, she's like beautiful.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to tell y'all is that you all can get a guy, right? Black women can get a man whether she's 100 pounds or 600 pounds. But the issue is going to be the quality of guy. If a guy does not want you at your best physically, he don't love you. I'm sorry. If a guy don't want you to be at your best physically, he doesn't love you. Because why wouldn't he? Like, why would he want to be in shape himself, but then not want you to be in shape? It don't make any sense.
They don't.
It don't make no sense. So if he don't want you to be in shape physically, he don't love you.
But you know what it is? And another part about that is that it be the woman's insecurity that it be. Sometimes, because I love my wife, and she, you know what I'm saying, when I got on her about it, she would always fight me.
Yeah.
Always want to fight me about it because it's something that happened to them in the past that they just can't let go. God bless us to where she's over it now, and she's hitting the gym. She hits the gym daily now. Because she knows that I only pay for it because I love her, not because I want her to look a certain way. I do it because I want her to be able to. I'd be like, baby, if we have to run, I've been straight up with her. I say, baby, if me and the children have to jet because some zombies chasing us, I want you right next to me because I don't want to use you as bait. I told her that, like, straight up. I'm for real, because think about it, man. If a zombie apocalypse happen, I'm gonna try to have a bunch of fat people around me and my children. Like, dead serious. Cause we gonna be out of there. And you know, the lion always goes for the weakest, the slowest one.
Yeah, they do.
And let me show you one more. This is one more lady right here for all y'all women out there. She used to be big, but look at her now. Look at her now, right here. This lady, 55 years old.
Ain't no excuse.
55. Now, I don't know if y'all can see her name. You might want to go check her out too. But her name is Juliet Peterkin. That's her name right there on Instagram. I don't know if y'all can see it, but check her out too. Like, this lady in her 50s, and she used to be big in her 30s.
Listen, my aunt is 79. Listen, my aunt is 79 years old, and I had somebody call me from my hometown to tell me that my aunt is their motivation. My aunt is 79 years old, still working out, and they called to tell me that your aunt is my motivation. So there's no excuse. Black women, dear black women, y'all care about your butt. As long as y'all can walk by that mirror and see, look at that butt, as long as somebody looking at your butt, that's all they care about. I'm telling y'all now, them big butts turn into diabetes, cholesterol, heart disease, thyroid. Them big butts turn to a lot of bad stuff in the end of your days. So I'm just telling y'all right now, like he said, in the zombie apocalypse, you are going to be zombie food.
Yeah. They're gonna be nibbling on that butt. That's what they're gonna be chewing. They're gonna hit you in the neck, and that's what they're gonna be eating. Like, y'all, because it's just fat back there. Like, and that's something else I say about that. That's something that goes on with the black community that they don't even realize. It's called the kiss of shame. If y'all ever get a chance to look it up, look up the kiss of shame and see what it is. The kiss of shame, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. The kiss of shame is a ritual that Satan does or has people do, which is you have to kiss his asshole to show your loyalty. So what I believe it is, he changed it up in these modern times to where now people are worshiping the ass. You get what I'm saying? And
yeah.
And what makes me believe that, you know what I'm saying, he's still practicing that, because remember, before Kevin Gates, you were never hearing nobody talking about eating booty
like that. Yeah.
Right. And now women are like, if he ain't eating my booty, I ain't messing with him.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that's the kiss of shame all over again. Like, why would you put your tongue on somebody's dookie shoe? That's disgusting. That's Satan. Satan is anything disgusting. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, Mystery Philly? Mystic, my bad. But yeah, that's all I got to say on that. That just
he said many of these women, what's up, Mystic Philly? He said many of these women put on weight, get implants, baby hairs, lashes, weaves. None of that's going to matter when the S hits the fan. They're going to twerk for the zombies.
Yeah. But then they get all these implants when all you have to do is go to the gym and you'll look way better than what an implant gonna make you look like. It just takes a couple more weeks.
Right.
That's it.
I think the only thing that's gonna help a lot of black women though in the zombie apocalypse is the fact that they got these weaves and wigs on. So when the zombie grab them, they'll be able to get away because the zombie gonna have to be like, he gonna have a hair in the head because they can get away. So y'all may want to keep wearing the weaves and the wigs as a getaway, but still lose the weight though.
That's gonna make them even matter.
Right.
Yeah, man, that's crazy though.
Bobby said BBLs for Jesus. That's crazy. Y'all are crazy.
Yeah, that's all y'all got to do is go to the gym and you'll be better than the BBL. It take a little longer, but it makes you feel better. When you work out, after a while, you start feeling better about yourself. Like your bone, you don't hurt when you get out of bed. You know what I'm saying? You don't get up with that. You don't get up like that. Like you're able to pop right up and stuff. Your back doesn't hurt when you wake up in the morning. Stuff like that. But
I had one more. I had one more video, and you wanted to talk about you had sent me an image.
Oh yeah. The Super Bowl. I just wanted to say, man, to any you men out there, this is for you men. If you really call yourself a man, you're not gonna watch this. If you really call yourself a man, and even y'all that are men that are into sports. I'm not into sports. I'm just not into that junk. It's really goofy to me to watch it. But I will watch it because my children, for some reason, my daughter likes it. I'm like, I never liked football, but she likes it. But I'm not watching this one. The reason I say that is because they're going to have a man on stage that dresses like a woman, a man that puts boobs on.
I think it's a 60.
I think that is 60. I think the L is supposed to be the
L is 50 and the X is 10.
Yeah. But I don't know if that's supposed to be a 1. The Super Bowl thing, is that supposed to be a 1? So I don't know. But I just wanted to show that and say to anybody out there, if you're a real man, you're not going to watch this. You're not going to participate in one of Satan's rituals.
The guy's name is Bad Bunny.
Yeah, that's his name. It's nothing good about him. I used to hear about him, and then I'm like, who is that? And then I seen a video where he had on breasts. Like he had breast on. I think he had, like, it was supposed to be him dressing up, but ain't no real man gonna dress up like no woman. You feel what I'm saying? The real man's not gonna dress up like no woman. And if anybody out there have something to say against what I'm saying, please comment so Blanche can put it up and we can communicate about it, because I don't think no real man should be watching this. We're supposed to be boycotting this. Like, if we keep on going along to get along, nothing's going to change. Satan's always going to win.
Right.
We got to, as a community of people, not regardless of what crayon you identify as a community of people, especially men, as a community of men, we have to actually boycott something and let these people know that we're not going for that. That's the only way stuff's going to change.
Yeah, we shouldn't. And honestly, he's right. We should not be supporting the Super. If they got Bad Bunny perform, I know he was still performing. I thought they replaced him. I thought it was too much controversy. But if Bad Bunny is still performing, you shouldn't be watching. I'm gonna be honest with you, because what Bad Bunny represents is Satan. And somebody mentioned Jay-Z. Yeah, what's crazy is this is Jay-Z's department. This is Jay-Z's. Jay-Z is the one that, quote unquote, stood up for y'all with the NFL, got Roger Goodell, and look at all these years. Look what happened. Now he got a transformer performer. Look at this.
Oh, I didn't know it was Jay-Z department.
Yeah, Jay-Z took over the NFL's entertainment.
Oh, that's what that was. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I heard something about it, but I didn't pay attention to it. So yeah, that's crazy. And then Jay-Z be walking around with that weird lady that be throwing blood on the wall.
Oh yeah, just a bunch of. Listen, man, we gotta start calling a spade a spade. Black people, why is it that when black people, quote unquote, make it, it's always bad? Y'all are telling me black people look good, but when they make it, it always ends up bad. How is that possible? Why is it never a righteous endeavor when black folks make it? Why is it when they get to the top, why is it never something good? Why they always linked to something bad? Why? If they're so good and so moral and so righteous and it's the white man's fault, then when they make it, why don't they get to the top and make a change?
I wonder if back in the day, because they say black people, we were the original ones. So I wonder if they blamed the white man back in the day when they made that calf when Moses came down from the mountain. They couldn't. So they blame Moses. That's who they blame. They just blame somebody black. See, back in the day, y'all was just blaming black people because y'all couldn't blame the white man. Wasn't the white man around? Y'all blaming black. Y'all would blame anybody that was righteous. See, back then y'all just blame somebody that's righteous. Now you just blame white people. Right. That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, I got one more video, and then I'm gonna let you go. Hold on. All right.
It's on me. 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 Shout out. Praise him. Praise him. Praise him.
That was the African dude?
That was Jamal Bryant.
Oh, I see the sign now.
It's on me. It's on me. It's on me.
You said inform me?
Shout out. Praise him.
All I see is like
And what-
mostly women out there.
All you saw, listen, you saw mostly women.
Yeah, that's all I was saying.
You see mostly women in the black women. Look, black church, black women, just as lost as ever. I don't think it's a more lost person in America than a black woman. Black women don't. Guess what? They don't know nothing. Look at them. Church full of black women don't know a single thing.
I wonder how many of them got men.
Well, it depends. Half of them got somebody that they just sleeping with. Other portion married, husband emasculated. A portion messing with Pookies and Ray Rays. A portion got somebody they mess with on the side. Long-term relationship, no commitment. Then another one got probably messing with some women. It's all chaotic.
It is.
It's all chaotic. But I know one thing though. Most black men that are married, they are emasculated because there's no way black women can be involved in all this foolishness out here and come home and be a good wife. It ain't like your wife. Think about it. Imagine a wife that goes to New Birth Church, Baptist Church, goes to New Birth and voted for Kamala and is a Democrat and is a feminist and is pro-black. Is she gonna come home and be a good wife?
No, she probably going home probably thinking she gonna dominate or take over.
Come on, man. What we talking about?
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
I hear this talk about good woman. You can't be a good woman just based on your views. Your views keep you from being a good woman. How you gonna be a good woman? And you sitting out here supporting illegal immigrants, you supporting trans, you supporting gay, you supporting everything bad under the sun, but you gonna come home and be a good woman? It's impossible.
Right. That's crazy.
And then when you get home, you watching reality TV, you watching foolishness on it, like your whole world is consumed with foolishness. So there's no way you're not terrorizing your husband. There's no way. Ain't no way.
Yeah, that's hey, when you were saying that, how you were saying most men that are married are demasculated, it just made me think about what you used to say, what you were saying about the most men are what you say, prisoners of the of war.
Yeah, prisoners of the prisoners of war, prisoners of the weed, prisoners of the weight, prisoners of the wrath, prisoners of the wig. I mean, we can go on and on. Listen, POW. Yeah.
And the only reason I'm saying that because my wife, I remember she said she wanted me to she was like, remember, I'm out of that stuff now. Cause I can say I was part of that group when we first got married, because she used to wear the weave, she used to be the wrath, but over time, again, when we first got together, I can say that our relationship was the opposite of what it is now. You know, like I said, I had bad character, so I would get with anything. But once I found Jesus and God allowed me to understand that I'm here, that God's here, I'm here, and my wife is here, and then my children. Then things change on that. Yeah. And slowly but surely, I started getting her to understand, with us reading the Bible and me looking at certain stuff, I started letting her know and understand that this is the way it's supposed to be, So she understood that, mind you, it was a fight. A lot of times it was a fight because even she'll say it. She'd be like, she understands why Satan comes to us first. Because she understands that what that apple did or whatever it was that Eve ate did to all of us. Because she's like, most women, all they want is to know everything. And if you want to know everything, that means you want to be like God.
You want to be God.
Yeah. And she say that's the problem with the majority of women. And she's seen this through herself over time of us communicating and talking at night and praying and stuff.
Listen, that is what your wife said. And I'm gonna write that down too. What's her name? I want to give her credit.
Oh, Latoya.
Okay, I'm gonna tell everybody. Latoya said this, that women want to know everything. That is the epitome of the Eve spirit. If you know everything as a person, male or female, that means you can't be corrected. Right. You can't be held accountable. And so this yearning to know everything is, like you just said, is to really be like God. you want to be a god. And then from that, we get a whole spiral of, and I've told people this all the time. If you meet a black woman, like this, I'm gonna say this real quick. What I've noticed is black women that think they know a lot, when they meet a man that knows quote unquote a lot, they don't say let's partner up. They don't say let's come together. It becomes a fight.
Yeah.
Because they're used to men having a one-track mind with their body. So usually the guys they deal with, they may be a little more intellectually superior, or he's dumbing it all down just to sleep with her. Either way, most guys she deal with, she thinks that she's intellectually superior to them. But when she meets a guy that she's not superior to intellectually, you would think she'd be like, okay, I met my match, let's come together. No, it becomes an all-out war because now she's trying to compete to see if she knows more than you. She's trying to figure out how can I get the one up on him, because intellectually, again, physically, the man's going to win that category. So their only saving grace is to do something intellectually. And so I noticed that most black women think they know something, start talking to them, and it's going to become a literal all-out war, a war on who knows the most. Right.
And the reason I started the conversation about that was because she told me to tell you that she got rid of all the other stuff. She's just working on the weight now.
Let me tell you something, man. My uncle told me years ago. He said, don't judge a man by how many times he falls. Judge him by how many times he get up. I can only judge somebody based on what they do with the truth. So I look at you, I look at your wife. If y'all are trying to better yourselves, then that is the goal of life, is to be better. So, and we got to crawl before we walk. So where I am today, I didn't start like this. This is a very tough process to get me to this point where I am at today. I'm just saying, I love hearing people talk about the journey and them changing. This is what I look for. This is what I really enjoy hearing people say, I was like this and I'm like this, because most folks don't change. Right. Most folks stay the same from start to finish. They don't change. A leopard don't change his spot. So when somebody's actually changing their life, I know it's for real, and it's not an easy thing to do. So I give them all the credit. I truly do.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna give Latoya credit too for following your leadership, and I'm gonna give you credit for leading righteously. So give both of y'all credit. Y'all give me hope.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. I can always do better. I know that. I ask God to allow me to do better, especially with these children. Like they out there yelling at each other right now. It's so funny. But yeah, she told me to make sure to tell you that because that hit her when she said when she heard that like kind of hit her. And what I was saying is when she realized that part about the knowing, wanting to know everything, that kind of changed her way of thinking. She said that once women get to understand that, it'll relieve a lot of stress on them. You know what I'm saying? She said once women start understanding that they can never be a man's everything, that relieves some stress from them. Because that's something else she used to say. She used to be like, because I always wanted to be your everything. Always wanted to be your everything. And then she said, God made me realize that I can't be your everything, because if I want to be your everything, that means I want to be your God too. And she was like, I can't be your God, because then if I'm your God, then you're denying God and I'm denying God. And she was like, I don't want to do that. And I was like, I looked at her, I was like, she just don't know how much I fell in love with her again that day.
Listen, ladies. This is how a man knows if you're a godly woman or not, based on what you say. And a man's going to know, because when a woman is spending time with God, she is going to speak wisdom. When a woman is spending time with God, she is going to speak. What his wife said is profound. She only gets this kind of information because she's spending time with God, being obedient to God and her husband. This is what gives her divine insight. Ladies, you can quote the scriptures. You can say you a Christian. You can go to church. If you don't sound like that, I know you ain't talking to God. Just that simple.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on. Do I believe the ICE shootings are real or staged? They look fake to me. I ain't gonna lie. They look fake. I ain't gonna lie. They look fake.
They shot somebody else?
Yeah, they shot somebody else. I don't know. Tussling. They look fake. And then
I ain't seen that yet.
second question is the weather is supposed to be a storm. I guess starting tonight and tomorrow. I don't know. It's supposed to be, but
yeah, it's supposed to be a bad storm. That's supposed to be. It's going from Texas. It's supposed to hit you.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all.
It's supposed to, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow night though. It's supposed to be tomorrow night. It's supposed to drop down to the 30s up here. So for y'all, it's probably gonna drop down to the 20s.
Yeah.
Because I'm in Florida, so it's
It's supposed to freeze over here. It's supposed to be freezing, and I don't know, man. Listen, man. Georgia,
water, man.
Georgia always overblowing something. We had one apocalypse snow thing one time, and it was out of control. And but after that, it ain't been nothing.
Yeah, you already know to have your water dripping just in case it do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, half my water's cut off because I'm getting my house. I had some pipes burst, and I'm getting my kitchen redone. I'm getting my living room redone, and I'm getting my upstairs master shower redone. So half my water is off. But you brought up a good point to leave a little water running.
Yeah, it ain't gonna hurt as long as it ain't gonna flood nothing.
Yeah, leave a little water running. I'll do that.
Yeah. Shoot, I'm gonna be out here working. I'm feeling like I told you before. When we get off here, I'm probably gonna take me no, I'm not. I'm not even gonna take a nap. As soon as I get off here, I'm finna go put some clothes on and go to work. Shoot, I like that overtime Sunday. Sunday overtime all day.
All day.
Yeah. So way I see it is I do it. I go in at 12 at night or 1 in the morning. By the time I'm ready to go home, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? I still got my whole day with my family. And I did, you know what I'm saying? Got me like 12 to 16 hours overtime.
Oh, yeah, you good. Oh, that's good right there. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What Tony said?
Tony said it's -17 in northern Wisconsin. My goodness. That's inhumane. That's inhumane cold. -17? Like, what's the point? Like, after zero, at zero is, listen, I remember one time I was in college. We was at a track meet. We were in Iowa.
Yeah.
I'm not lying to you, man. When it started snowing, it warmed up.
It get hot, warm, and then snow.
Listen to me. That's how cold it was. When it was snowing, it felt warmer. But if it wasn't snowing, boy, I'm talking about it was like freezing ice. I'm talking about ice, tundra, cold. Like it's insane. I couldn't believe it. Like the snow, actually, you guys see feel okay. If it wasn't snowing though,
yeah,
man, please.
I ain't never been in nothing like that. I don't even know what snow look like.
Oh, you don't?
I've never seen snow before. Never. I want to, but I don't like the cold though.
Well, I mean, it ain't gonna be that. It won't be. Listen, it ain't gonna be that bad if it's snowing. I promise you. It's when it's not snowing. I'm telling you. If you in a cold place and it's not snowing, I don't know what it is, man, but that's when it's gonna get frigid. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even really want to. 50 degrees is cold to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why I love staying in Florida. I'm not trying to go nowhere else. I don't want to go nowhere else unless it's South America.
Yeah, I like tropical places.
Yeah.
Hold on, look, man. We gotta close out.
Okay.
I'm gonna put your handle up here. Let me make sure it's right. Let me see. You say it's the same for everything, right?
Yeah. It's the only difference is going to be a 1 or a 2 at the end. But as soon as you type my name in, it's going to pop up. Cause like I said, I'm the only one with that name. Cause mine's spelled different than every other Adonis.
Y'all make sure to follow Adonis. Oh no, is it Adonis Freeman?
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah, it'd be Freeman. Adonis Freeman 7'1" or 7'2". But like I said, I think even when you just type my name in, it just pops up.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all give him a follow. Just type in the Adonis Freeman and it should pop up. This on all platforms. Your Twitter, Rumble, YouTube, Instagram. Yeah. I don't know, you might be on
TikTok.
something else. TikTok. My bad.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah, I gotta do more on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I'm
Go on
doing your challenge, man.
Listen, man, the challenge, man, I'll be like, sometimes I'll be like, man, what in the heck? I'm doing another challenge. I ain't gonna say what it is though, but
Yeah.
somebody asked me, a friend of mine, she was like, you want to do this? And I was like, I don't know why she asked me. It is tough because if I say no, I don't want to do the challenge, she gonna be like, what you why listen, y'all, don't ask me to do nothing. Everybody right now, don't ask me to do nothing. Wait till April. Don't ask me to do nothing till April. Don't ask me to do nothing. Don't ask me to do no challenges, no nothing. I ain't doing it.
Right.
I'm tapped out. Don't do it. I'm done.
Yeah, don't burn yourself out, man.
Yeah, I ain't don't ask me to do nothing else. I'm mad she asked me. But don't ask me. Tears. Tears.
Yeah, no excuses, Blanche.
That is funny, man. Y'all hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Listen, it's great having you on the show, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
You got to come back again. I'm gonna try to get everybody I rock with. I want to try to bring them on the show this year. I want to do more interviews. I really want to figure out how to open these phone lines up. I think I looked it up. Listen, when I get these phone lines open, we really gonna get into it. I'm gonna get these phone lines open though.
Right.
I'm gonna have y'all call in.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good addition for you. Yeah, that'd be a good addition.
I think so. I think it'd be good.
Yeah, because a lot of people do want to talk to you. I can feel it. A lot of people want to talk to you, but they just, you know what I'm saying, everybody be doing their thing. But yeah, man, I do appreciate you having me on here. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it, man. And people in here is praying for you and your wife. Thank y'all.
Yeah, thank y'all. I really appreciate it. Yeah. I pray for her all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want her to just keep on doing what she's doing. Everything she's doing is correct. She's doing good. She's showing them, she's loving on the family, and God's loving on her through me.
Yes, amen.
Yeah. Yeah, she's blessed. She is blessed. And then one more thing I want to say before I go. I said I was going to say this part. God has been blessing her through me. And another reason that I knew this is how I knew she really trusted me. Because when I told her that I want to have my children at home. So at first she was like, she don't know. But then I started explaining to her why it was best for us to have them at home. And I just had to throw that part out there. I told you I wanted to say something about that.
Oh, yeah. So Adonis had his children, his two youngest children, I think, at home.
Yeah, my two youngest, just like this. Got them, snatched them right on out of them.
Yeah.
It was a blessing. And I just recommend that any man watching this, if you're about to have a baby, do whatever research you need to do, but you don't have to go to the hospital to have a child. Because these people at these hospitals, they take advantage of your they take advantage of you not knowing, of your lack of knowledge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's best for a child to come out and you leave the placenta on until it falls off. That's the best thing you can do for your child. Leave the placenta on and breastfeed that child. That's what I wanted to make. I'm gonna leave that. That's the message that I want to leave. So any man out there listening to this, talk to your wife or your woman, however it goes. I personally prefer y'all to have children after y'all get married, but we know life doesn't work out like that in this day and age. But do your best to have your child at home so that you are the first person touching that child and giving that child that love, that joy, that happy feeling that you are feeling, not a doctor touching your child that probably just came from home snorting a bunch of cocaine and, you know what I'm saying, doing who God knows whatever, and he's angry that he had to come and deliver a child because he's only doing it for money. So you don't know what spirit is touching your child when they let your spirit be the first one, because most likely you're going to be happy, joyous, and excited about it. Why placenta? So the placenta is that's the part that feeds the baby. When the doctor takes the baby out, the first thing they do is cut the placenta. Why are they cutting the placenta? So-called they're using it for stem cells for research.
They do.
That's what they say. I don't believe not all of it is for that. You get what I'm saying?
They're probably getting DNA and everything else from that. They probably doing all kinds of
Exactly. Are they using it to help other people? I don't know. Stay alive longer or something. Who knows what they're using it for?
reverse aging.
Yes. So imagine if you let so when the baby comes out and you take the placenta out, I've noticed because when I held that placenta, it was still going like this, like throbbing. So the placenta was like throbbing a little bit, and you could see the blood going into the baby. Is what I was seeing the blood go into my baby. So I left the placenta on. It's called a lotus birth, is what you do when you leave it on. Y'all look up lotus birth. That's what it's called. You leave the placenta on. Eventually, the cord is going to dry off and it's going to fall off. You can leave it in 7 days. Some people don't want to wait 7 days. Some people do it after a couple hours. Me personally, I believe you should wait at least 4 hours.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? At least 4 hours. From 4 hours to 7 days. In 7 days, it's going to fall off. That's what's going to happen. It's going to fall off after 7 days. But yeah, that's another thing. They actually supposedly sell your placenta or something. $11K to have a baby at a hospital on average. Oh, I heard that they also sell a placenta. Like if you tell a doctor that
they do because they I know I went to a place about these. So basically they'll use like the fluid from the placenta, something they use like for like to heal like disc in the back. So I went to talk about some shots, and she was like, we use placenta from babies. That's where we get our stuff from. She broke down where they got it from and how they use it. So they probably use all kind of stuff. They use for everything because it has probably it's the most dense nutrients. It's it's like going straight from the mom to the baby, like pure, untampered with nutrients from God.
But you're taking it away from your baby. So imagine what our children will be like if all of us start doing that. Keeping the placenta and letting it stay on the baby so the baby absorbs all that goodness. Your baby will be less sick. And then you start breastfeeding after that. You keep the baby on your wife's nipple until the baby doesn't want it no more.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? We could have, maybe the Black community start changing over the course of so many decades. I mean, generations. It'll be generations.
I know with my family, we doing everything. We doing the home birth, placentas, breast. It's gonna be all natural. It ain't gonna be nobody else involved. It's gonna be all natural.
Yeah, and the water birth's better.
And in the water, and in the water.
My first daughter, we didn't have her in the water because my wife ended up. She was sitting in the tub for like 4 hours and she got tired of sitting there, and we went upstairs and then she had it on our bed. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta buy a new bed now. Dang, yeah, that jump was crazy, but. Second, my youngest daughter, we had her in the pool, and that was amazing. It seemed like it's much better that way, and it's better for the woman if she turns or not. If she's not, it's better for the woman to turn around and do it in doggy style versus having a baby on her back. It is. It's like it comes. I guess she said it came out smoother. Is what some women say, but you do what you want to do out there. Y'all do your own research. But that's what I wanted to leave you with. Stimulated Student said something.
Hold on. Mystic Philly said, I know the full science on Lotus birth. Me and my siblings were born at home.
Yeah, so he know what I'm talking about then. That's why he put the target, like on target. Yeah. Like that's the best thing. That's the best thing for if you care about your child and you're not hooked on your vices, you'll do this. Because a lot of people just lazy and they just don't want to do it because their mind is messed up.
Stimulated Student said that the health of the baby depends on the health of the mother before she conceives.
That's true. So that's okay. That's the other thing that I had her doing. When I knew she was pregnant, I would make sure I did my best to make her only eat certain stuff.
Yeah.
Only eat certain stuff. I did my best to not stress her out. I mean, I did a little bit, but I was doing my best. See, my son, I stressed her out because I was still in the streets and doing weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that stress her out. But with my daughters, I was out the streets. I was doing my best to, you know what I'm saying, go to work, come home, tell her she ain't got to do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Keep her in a happy state of mind. And man, you ever meet my daughter, you'll see I did good with them because they so happy. They so happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they good. They're good children. And I'm doing my best to keep them that way. And I want to keep them happy, not, you know what I'm saying? I tell them about negative stuff that goes on in the world, but you know what I'm saying? I want to keep them happy though.
Okay, one more comment. Neek said, my OBGYN told me that pregnant women are just fat and greedy, not eating for two. She said most of the weight of a baby most of the weight a baby gets comes from how much water do you drink.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
And then Stimulated Student said pregnancy purges toxins, but it flows into the placenta.
Okay.
There goes what you were saying. That's why she shouldn't be eating certain things. She should have a balance. I already know. I get married to have a child. My wife pregnant, I'm gonna be like, have a whole chart, man. I'm gonna be like the do's and don'ts. Matter of fact, we ain't eating that and we ain't watching that either. We finna get
say avocado is real good for pregnant women when they're pregnant.
Avocado.
It's good for them to eat a lot of avocados. I know she was, but it's good for them to eat a lot of avocados. Mix it, match it, whatever, however you want to do it. Make guacamole. But yeah.
Hold on, what was that documentary called?
Sudden death? Die suddenly?
Die suddenly, that's what it is.
Yeah, died suddenly. Yeah, they show you how the stuff growing in people's veins. The junk looks weird. Yeah.
All right, we'll be here all night, y'all. Listen, man, I love y'all. Thank you, Adonis.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. We had a great show. And may you and your house be blessed. I'm gonna have you on again.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, it was great. So I'm gonna let you hold on. I'm holding in the background, Don. So I'm gonna close out the show.
All right.
All right, just hold on. All right, listen, y'all. Listen, I love y'all, and I will see you all soon. I want y'all to have a blessed day. Say the weather's gonna be bad in some areas. We're gonna trust God for the weather. If it get too bad, go outside and say, "Peace, be still," like Jesus did. Maybe stuff will calm down if your faith is strong enough. I don't know. But listen, y'all, I love y'all. Hope you have a blessed day, and I will see y'all soon. Thank you so much.